May profits be upon you. We're going to go over the pound US dollar. Pound US dollar. Now, what I want you to do is refer to the previous video, the one I just put out, just like a minute ago, all right, where it goes over analysis for the US dollar, all right, and I don't want to include it on this one because I already went over it. Just check out the previous video for Euro USD. I broke down the US dollar on that one. And what I want to do is refer you to the RT Money Meter, which tracks the rate of change over 15 weeks, each currency and their strength. All right. And I update it every week. And you can see US dollar is still ranked #1, still the strongest, actually gained a little bit from last week to this week. But as far as the pound goes, the pound was #7. Now it is #6. But the rate of change, so you know, it came up a little bit, but relative to the US dollar, very weak, and I like to put the strong against the weak and the weak against the strong, right? Let's take a look on the weekly really quick. You can see that this market is very bearish, Look at it, just breaking lows, right? Making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, and all that good stuff. And we had a very precipitous drop here, right? All right, do I expect, where price is reacting now, do I expect price to reverse from this zone? No, I do expect it to react to that demand zone, all right? But I don't expect it to reverse from it and just start climbing back up. All right, that would make us have to think that the US dollar is about to get really weak, and the pound is going to gain a lot of make a lot of gains against it, and I don't see that happening. All right, the US dollar is just too strong right now. So where I would start to look for that kind of reversal is down here, where there is major point of structure. All right, when price starts to get down here, then I'm going to start looking for this kind of thing. All right, but until that happens, hey man, we're going to get a reaction. You know, we're going to get some kind of reaction here because price started to find some volume and some momentum from this point. Okay, let's go to the daily, and you can see what I want you to see on the daily, and I'll explain all those graphics I got up there. All right, in a minute. What I want you to see on the daily is as price broke structure here. Come on, man. As price broke structure here and had this precipitous drop, all right, and it continued the bearishness. We had a nice little bear flag, another push down, and here we go correcting again, just like over here, right? And what I want you to see is that it has formed a larger zone of supply, right? But what I have here is the refined version of that. So, and that's what I want to keep, all right? When we go down on 4 hour, you see what I mean. But what I want you to see is price did come back up here, all right? We made a lower low, lower high, lower low. That's the major structure, the high time frame structural points. And you can see that we had a nice reaction once we got up into this zone, right? And when you see this bullishness still happening here, Friday, it closed, this candle closed very bullishly. I expect price may come back up here and retest or mitigate that zone of supply. Let's go to the 4 hour. This is where we take care of business, right? All right, why do I have this eye here? Because we're going to watch this. We're going to watch this currency because I believe it's going to make for a great short, okay? We got the clock up there because US dollar got FOMC on Wednesday. We might see some wonky things happening until that time. That's why there might be a pullback here. You might see some weakness in the dollar up until FOMC, and then you're going to see the strengthening of the dollar as the Fed starts talking about tightening up the interest rates and you know, combating inflation and all that good stuff, and it's going to lead to prices for strength in the US dollar. Now, just take a closer look now. You see I have that 50% mark, that the median threshold of this zone. All right. And that's important because that's where I think we may see a visit by price and then maybe a wick or whatever. But I'm going to look for price to start coming back down from here. All right. If we get that pullback. All right. I think that's what's going to happen after this very impulsive looking push to the upside. We took out the liquidity, but this, already know if you've been watching my videos, I like to see liquidity taken out on the way to supply in these situations. I like to see a fair value gap filled, the imbalance filled on the way up into this. I like to see a valid zone of supply, and it's validated by the fact that it took liquidity on the way down, left that fair value gap, and there is a liquidity to sweep on the way back into it. And it's unmitigated. All right. It was unmitigated until this point, but a deeper mitigation can happen. And this is what I'll be looking for. All right. That's my turnaround. So I'm going to keep my eye on this on a 15-minute. Once I see a 15-minute change of character, or the breaking of 2 or more short-term lows, I'm looking for that pullback. And then we can look for a return to impulse entry for a trade to the downside. Okay. You see my videos, you know what I'm talking about. All right. And I would be targeting these lows. I'm looking for that happening here and getting in on this train and riding it to Profitsville. All right. Do me a favor, stop what you're doing, tap that like button right now. All right. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so you can catch my updates. Share the link, share the wealth, man. Share the information with your friends, man. And let me know that you did. All right. Let me know when you do that. All right. So I can give you your propers. Okay. And look out for you. And make sure you send in your request for any markets that you want to have analyzed. And do not forget to leave a comment. Let me know that you like the format that I'm using right now as opposed to the old format for these videos, because they move a little quicker. Okay. I will see you in the next video. Thank you for taking some time out to spend with ORT Money. Thanks.